So about 11 days ago, we took possession of this beautiful property in the foothills of the Italian Alps. We are renovating this 200-year-old stone house together as a family. And this week we want to give you a tour of the house. We're also hoping that we can get an area fenced for the girls to safely play. We're definitely taking things slow because we're still just soaking all of this in. But we are very excited to move forward a little more this week.
The terraces surrounding the house are 2 to 3 meters in height, so definitely not the safest for the children. So we need to get fence railing up as soon as possible. So I believe this is an old chestnut tree. It's a little hard for me to tell because this tree is dead, long dead, and all of the leaves are gone. Probably half this forest is chestnut, which is a fantastic hardwood, especially these trees being grown right off the side of the mountain. They don't get a lot of rain, so they grow very slowly. Based on the rings, this tree seems to be in excess of 30 years old, despite that it's only a very small tree. And you can actually see some of this wood inside of the house. Some of it probably pushing 100 years old, maybe even older. But because this wood has grown so slowly, it's so dense, and therefore will last a long time. Well, so far every tree I cut down just wants to get stuck in the canopy. And with a steep slope, doesn't make for fast moving work. I'm cutting these posts to be 1.5 meters tall. Which is both a manageable height to get down the mountain, but then also the right height for the fencing.
When we were younger, you started on with the look you gave. It spread over and over among us.
Right, girls.
When we were younger, when we were younger, I had in mind to keep an eye on you. Won't you fill the room without a whisper? When we were younger.
So it's a bit hotter today. So the girls are trying to find some inside jobs in the shade. I am pulling weeds out here because we're gonna try to plant some flowers in here. Yeah, busy day here, but we're having fun.
What you doing in here? Debarking the log?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
We are also having this very strange ladybug infestation. So there are ladybugs. I'm sure that the camera cannot pick it up, but they are just like swarming around the front of the house, and every once in a while you'll just look down and you'll just be covered in ladybugs. It's kind of funny. If we're gonna be infested by something, I think probably ladybugs is my pick.
So I forget what this is called, but it's I believe it's a Japanese technique where you burn the wood in the fire for just a couple of minutes, and it actually seals the wood. It's just as good as putting chemicals on it and sealing up the wood. But since the bottom of the posts are going to be buried in the earth, we're just giving them a nice little char so that they don't rot too quickly and will last longer that way. You get a hat.
Yeah, you want mine?
Yep.
My
Oh,
hat, that's fun.
Looking
It's
good,
tight.
babe.
it's tight, but that's a game changer. I need to get my own.
It's not about the fashion, it's about the,
Yeah, you like my white sleeves?
yep.
Yeah.
It's about the sun protection.
Yep. This is gonna be the kids' play area. We just have to get it safe first.
Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. We need a fence so we don't tumble off the terrace.
Yeah, we definitely don't want you to tumble off the terrace, do we? No.
This is our to-do list for the week, or 2 weeks. Depends on how long we do it. Fence. Oh, you got only one thing checked off. Yeah, fireplace. We built it. The things that we have to left on our to-do list for the next couple of weeks is make the fence, which we are almost done. Outdoor kitchen, zip line for wood, playground, and make chestnuts, which we are going to do today.
Good luck. There are so many chestnut trees on this property. It's pretty incredible. And I think later on tonight we're going to try to roast them on the fire. I might break out in song, you know, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I have 4 in my pocket.
Yay! The girls are finding some. They're really pokey on the outside, which is so funny. I didn't realize that about chestnuts, but apparently that's how chestnuts are. So we're excited. We're going to do that tonight. Hopefully roast some chestnuts. Is this a mushroom? Right here?
Yep.
We've been finding like the weirdest looking mushrooms. If you're a mushroom expert, let us know, because we need to learn all about these mushrooms, if you can eat them. I love mushrooms, but I've never eaten them from the wild unless Brady's dad has found them, because he's a mushroom guy.
Hey, Alexa, do you want to see inside Stella's house?
I already saw inside.
Oh, Chloe, do you want to see inside Stella's house? Let's go see it.
I want to see right here in the garden.
This right here is Stella's donkey house. This?
Yeah.
What?
Push it up.
What? Oh,
Yeah, you did it.
I don't know, guys. People that have known me for like many, many years, I think probably think that this is the most hilarious thing that we're doing, because I am like the farthest from a farm girl. So I think Stella sleeps on the floor. Do you want to show us?
I'm standing right where Stella sleeps.
Then what's back there? Do you see what's back there?
Hey!
Yeah, so we keep some hay back there for Stella. So when she gets hungry,
Back there.
well, you pull it out and probably put it in here so that she can munch on it in the winter time.
Oh, so this is where she eats.
So the terrace where Stella's house is, we're leaving to be rather overgrown with grass and weeds and flowers, because we're trying to stock up for the winter so that she can hang out here in the wintertime, have enough to eat, and also have the warmth of her house.
So as for the house, we have 3 different rooms on the bottom floor. We have a kitchen, we have our living room, which has the fireplace, and then we have a dining room. Right now, all 3 rooms are separated. You have to go in from a door from the outside to get into each one. But eventually we will open up the kitchen into the living area, so that will all be inside. But we are gonna keep the dining room separate because we love how the fireplace wall looks and we don't wanna open that up. And then as for the top floor, when you walk up through the main entrance where the living room is now, you can get to the girls' bedroom and the middle room, which will be our bathroom, and then the room over here will be our bedroom.
So the layout of the house is very confusing. As Heather mentioned, the rooms are separated out. We're gonna do our best as we walk through to kind of show how they are separated, how we're gonna open things up, and what the finished product will be like.
So as you come up to the house, the first room that you will find is this room, and this will be our kitchen. I'm very excited about this room and the potential of it. We are still trying to figure out what our layout's gonna be. We will be opening up this room into the main living area. So this right here is actually where we're going to be cutting in a door, and on the other side of this wall is the stairs to the upstairs, and you can walk straight through into the fireplace room, the living room. So that'll be really nice to have all of this opened up. But we need to figure out where we can have somewhat of an eat-in kitchen. So we want to have a little space for us to just eat breakfast together and things like that without going to the dining room. But it is a very small kitchen, so we're trying to figure out how to lay out this kitchen in order for it to work for cooking and eating. So this is the entryway to the house. Back here, see, is a really cool little spot. Right now we just have Stella's food here, but eventually we will use that for, I kind of want to put a little chair there so I can look out the window. I don't know, we'll see. Right here will be the door from the kitchen that will lead into the rest of the house, and then obviously our beautiful stairs. So this is my favorite room in the whole house. I love this room. This is really what sold me on the property, this fireplace. Chloe, do you want to show us the fireplace?
This is a fireplace.
Can you show us how you can sit inside? Hey buddy, who's hanging out with us today?
Bun Bun.
Bun Bun.
One of the things that I love the most about this fireplace is all of the wood detailing. This is actually the original wood, and it is from chestnut trees that were harvested on this property. So this is just so special to have this as the accent of this room. I just love it so much. So this is actually the first room that we have lights in, which I think makes such a huge difference. When I came in and saw what Brady and Chloe had done hanging the lights, I was just shocked because you really can see how beautiful this is gonna be once we get everything finished. I know to a lot of people it seems very dark and it's very, you know, scary. But I can see it and I'm so excited about what this room is going to be. This is the heart of the house.
We are off-grid here. We currently have no electricity. So right now all of the charging for our tools and our electronics and camera batteries and whatnot is coming from a power bank.
So this might sound really funny to some people, but I love Christmas. And so when I came into this room the first time, like that's what I just pictured as how I would decorate this room for Christmas. And that's basically what sold me on it. So my goal is not by this Christmas, obviously, but by next Christmas, I'm hoping we'll be moved into the house. What do you think, Brady?
Yeah, we'll see.
So at the top of the stairs to the left is going to be the girls' bedroom.
A little bit of a low hanging door here. We're gonna fix
We
that.
need to fix that a little bit. Chloe, you want to tell us about your room?
Ouch, I hit my head.
Oh no. You want to tell us about your room, Chloe?
Well, this is what I want my bed to be.
Right in the middle of the room?
Oh, and I could do a special bed for Bun Bun. Right there.
That would be a great bed for Bun Bun. I love the window in this room. I think they might have the best view. I don't remember what the window in our room looks like, but I love the view out this window.
So the bedrooms sit on the upper floor on either side of the house, and they both have these old barn doors as a way to get in and out of the room. But we will have to be replacing them, obviously, as winters will be cold here. But we are going to try to have them custom made to kind of represent the old chestnut wood as closely as possible.
So on the other side of the stairs, we will have the bathroom. So this will end up being more of a hallway, and we will close off this room to have our bathroom. And then we will open up this wall, which will lead into our bedroom.
So we will have to put a wall around here, not sure exactly the placement, and then of course build up a wall over here. But this should provide a very large bathroom space on the second floor.
We definitely will be putting in railings in this stairway.
Yeah, so for now, the girls are not allowed to go up and down without someone holding their hand.
Exactly. So this room will be our dining room. Next door to this room is the fireplace room. So up against this wall over here is actually the fireplace. So we will not be opening this up to the rest of the house because we do not want to mess with that fireplace wall. At least that's the plan right now. And then upstairs from here is our bedroom. This room will be both our dining room and our office. We both like working at a dining room table, so it'll be a really nice place to work too.
So some people might think it's strange to keep a room completely separate from the house, but some of the rooms we want to keep them as they were, keep it authentic. And with us using this as an office, it's very nice to have a separate space because we have two little loud monkeys that make working difficult.
They like to come and interrupt, so the more sound separation we can have while one of us is keeping the kids and one of us is working, I'm hoping that's how it's gonna be. You
2 feet of stone wall should do the trick.
Yes.
So we do have water on the property, which is so nice to arrive straight away to have water. This is coming, I believe, from an aqueduct that comes from the mountain, which is then filtered and comes in as fresh drinking water. We have currently all kinds of hoses hooked up to it to feed Stella. But one of our projects soon is to be reworking some of this so that we can get water out to an outdoor kitchen, which is a project I've been looking forward to. Chloe, look.
He's a baby.
He's a baby. Do you know
Where did he go?
Do you know what he is?
A scorpion.
Yeah.
He probably went running because he knows you eat scorpions.
I do?
You have.
No, I don't eat
Oh,
scorpions.
we have proof.
He's a baby. He's probably scared of daddy. He's a big daddy man.
All
Can
right.
you imagine walking out of your bedroom and having a donkey eating grass right above you?
I was thinking more of how scary it is that there are scorpions that live
Oh,
here.
yeah.
But The donkey is cool too. So this is our bedroom. If you come in here, it basically looks just like the girls' bedroom, just on the other side of the house. And we will have a door over here that leads into the hallway where the bathroom will be, and then all the way across will be the girls' rooms. We have a nice view out of our windows too. I couldn't remember. It's pretty nice. I think yours might be better just because I like.
Yes!
But it depends on where you are in the room.
Yeah,
Basically
but
the same view.
our balcony's better.
Our balcony's definitely better. So right outside of our bedroom, we actually have a little walkout balcony, which I am so excited about. This is really going to be, I think, my favorite spot on the whole property. We're going to enlarge it a little bit more, which I'm really happy about. But there's this view. There's really nice shade in the morning, and I can just imagine us sitting out here, drinking our coffee, reading a book. This is gonna be my happy place.
So we are going to be expanding this balcony. It's going to be hopefully 2.5, 3 times the size of it, but we're going to have to dig back into the mountain, dig back away from this fence here. There's a lot of dirt to dig out on this property. A project like this, we're going to have to bring in some actual machinery though. I'm not digging this out by hand. It's going to be a challenging process. What I'm standing on is an old water cistern. They would have a water collection system from the roof, and it would feed into this water cistern, but we're obviously not going to be using that anymore. So we're going to have to tear this down, and we're going to be building out a laundry room, shed, tool storage. We're not quite sure what it's going to be, but the main purpose is to be able to extend this balcony out.
So this is another one of our favorite spots on the property. In the mornings, you can see the sun rising over the mountains. It's really beautiful. This is the terrace that we were working on last week. Alexa's still working back there, and eventually we want to make this flat and put a seating area here. It will be incredible.
Stella's watching you to make sure you do enough work. I think she's really curious.
I think she's like the boss now.
Yep, Stella's the boss. Hey, buddy. Is it okay if we come up and do some filming here? Good girl. Good girl.
One of the coolest features of this property are these stone steps going from terrace to terrace. These were built in without any use of mortar or anything like that. They're just stuck in by the weight of the other rocks, which is a little bit terrifying, but it's really cool.
So the stone steps, I would say, are one of my favorite features just because of how cool they are. The thought process behind burying these into the stone wall as you're stacking that stone by hand, and then stacking it just right so that it can support the weight of someone climbing up it, is just fascinating, and Stella's licking my elbow here. Stella, I'm a little busy, buddy. Stella loves the company. Every time we arrive, she is so happy. She calls out for us. Just wants someone to come and spend time with her.
We love you, Stella. Yes, we do.
So, of course, there are very strict rules with the girls of where they are allowed to go and where they're not allowed to go. Climbing up these stone steps is definitely not allowed. But of course, that is all about what we're doing this week. We're trying to make some play areas safe for them, which is proving to be a monumental task.
Don't film me trying to walk up the stairs.
I just realized that this is your first time walking up to this terrace.
Yeah, I haven't been up here yet. I've seen video of it, but it's my first time.
Welcome to your new home.
You know how much I love hiking, so this is all we do here is hike.
We're gonna change that. I wanted to show you this step right here. Kind of a natural little stone cutout here.
This is awesome.
It's like sloped. It needs to be cleaned off a little bit. We'll fix it up nice.
Put a little cushion maybe?
Yeah. But it's got the perfect slope leaning up against the wall.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And then you got a nice little view.
Yeah, I like it.
Can I fit?
Yeah, I can scoot over here. Come join me. It's a love seat.
So little hidden secrets like this is a big reason why I wanted to buy this property. The first time I walked this property, I found all these little nooks and crannies and little hidden features and small details that just make you pull your phone out and go, wow, I have to take a picture of this. And I found myself doing that just yesterday. as the sun was rising, I was taking pictures with my phone, and it's like, wait, the place that I live, that's my home, is causing me such awe, to have such awe that I need to pull out my phone and snap a picture. Like, it's just feeling very grateful for that.
We are all still very much adjusting to this new life here in Italy. Living on a property like this in the mountains is absolutely incredible, and it is so peaceful. But there's still all of the normal life stuff going on, moving into a new apartment, working on this property. There's still so much that's overwhelming, and we're still trying to get our rhythms in and everything. But when you can sit and you can look out at this view and have a moment of just quiet and peace by yourself, it's incredible.
I'm out of breath.
We're definitely gonna get in shape over the next year.
We should have some nice strong legs soon.
Yeah, if we can just limit our pasta and pizza and croissant intake.
So all along the left side of the property, as you're facing down the hill, is this large ravine that kind of slopes down into a water canal. And it just creates the most beautiful little spot to sit, especially in the shade, especially in the summer. But I would love to someday, right about here, build maybe a deck that kind of overhangs or overlooks, or some way to just sit and enjoy the quiet, cool forest here.
It's kind of like a little oasis back here. It's really nice. You don't get the same view as like the mountains, but it's like the trees and the forest, and it's a different feel. Yeah, I love it. I've never been up here. This is really cool. I thought this was the top one, but there's actually another one up there. This land is just full of surprises. I feel like it's gonna take us a lifetime to really take advantage of what this property has to offer.
We are now about, I think, 4 or 5 terraces above the house, and the way the land is sloped, you can just barely see the top of the roof from this perspective, but you mostly have just a wide open view of the valley. And this terrace appears extra wide and very nice. Someday I'd love to flatten it out a little bit. But then I think this is where I'd like to put our solar panel array someday. Would love to have a nice large panel array that provides shade, maybe a pergola setup to where you can sit here and enjoy the valley. Maybe even have like a fireplace or a brick oven pizza or something.
Yeah, that
we have
sounds nice.
Lots of big ideas for someday. So this spot right here, as we head up into the forest portion of the land, is especially good for chestnuts, which I need to get out here and do a better job collecting them as much as we want, because soon Stella will just eat them all up. She loves the chestnuts. So we haven't actually lit a fire yet in this fireplace, but I think it's time. I found some chestnuts earlier. I think we should take a break and roast some chestnuts. This is some of the old roof. They redid the roof recently, and all of this old rotten wood would have been from the old roof. There you go. We're literally roasting chestnuts on open fire. This is your moment.
Just roasting. Thank you, Alexa. I'm still excited to use the pot hook and cook something on that.
Broccoli cheddar soup!
Maybe.
Awesome to have a little pot hanging over
Yeah.
cooking some soup.
We're gonna try these chestnuts.
That we roasted ourselves.
Roasted on the open fire.
With the church bells in the distance.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Is it Christmas 2 months early?
So our neighbors at our apartment brought us over some chestnuts, so they were very good. We'll see how we did.
They're furry.
Does it have a smoky flavor to it?
Not really. That's really good.
Oh, it smells like Christmas. Well, this one's roasted extra good.
They peel a lot easier than I would have expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to try it.
Slowing down to hold my hand, richer than 100 grand.
Oh, this is so nice.
Second, I could
Oh my goodness. No, I've never been over here. This is just incredible. I feel like I am just so impressed with this whole property. I mean, obviously when we came here the first couple times before we bought the place, I knew that there would probably be places like this that were just incredibly beautiful, hidden little gems, but to actually be here and to see them, I'm just so excited. Think about the possibilities of what we can do with this land. This really is a lifelong project and I'm just so excited. So there are more terraces here than we've even seen or been able to explore yet. We think there's about 12 of them. But really the possibilities are endless with what we will find here. We're so excited about uncovering this land and just all that there is here.
Well, I think that's going to do it for this video, but I wanted to say a huge thank you for the love and support that you guys have been showing us through this process. The heartfelt comments that we've been receiving have been so uplifting, and to be honest, we need it. It's been a roller coaster, of course. Moving is always a challenging process, but when you combine moving to a new country and buying an old stone ruin in a country that we don't speak the language, while making these videos that take so long to make, and schooling the children, of course, it's been quite the process. So the encouragement has meant so much to us. If you would like to continue to support us, please don't forget to hit that like button when you see our videos and to subscribe. And for those who have been asking if you want to help additionally, there are some other ways to support us in the comment below. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week.